You're joining us this week as we get the full RVing experience through Durango, Colorado.
And if you're new around here, I'm Craig and this is Victoria. We've been traveling in our RV for 2 years full time. We just recently traded in our old RV that was falling apart.
We just have water pouring in through somewhere.
Oh, great.
So I guess we got water spraying because all this is all wet for a brand new Brinkley.
This week, after experiencing some of the most epic views on the Durango to Silverton Train, we're leaving our free and spacious boondocking spot to head to a fancy RV park right near Durango. Is the $82 a night worth it? We're gonna let you know. Plus, we get real scientific while installing a new shower head on the RV in an attempt to save some water while going off grid.
So if you was with us last week, we talked about we have a big day planned today. We are going to go on
a train.
And
From Durango to Silverton. We're going on the Durango to Silverton train. So excited.
You know, I only looked at her so she could say it because I didn't know what it was called.
And
she still messed it up. But we're going on a train ride. It's supposed to be a 3-hour train ride one way, and they'll drop us off in Silverton for a few hours, 2 or 3 hours. And then we'll get to come back. But it should be very fun. It's our first time going on a train, so...
I messed up a little bit because I checked the weather in Durango, but we're going to Silverton. Silverton's several thousand feet higher in elevation and about 20 degrees colder than Durango.
And she picked one without windows or something.
For the views.
Oh.
You guys are going to get really good views today, and it's all because of me and also because Craig's suffering of the cold. So just remember that. We gotta be there early by 7:45, and we're going to get coffee and pastries if we can find somewhere to get it in Durango.
In Durango.
Yeah, let's go. Coffee, got our pastries, and we're pulling in at the last minute to hopefully go board the train. Sounds a little wonky. Ready for this?
Ready to go, and the sun quit blinding me.
It's probably going to be blinding us the whole time we're going to be facing it.
Yeah, I guess till later
nice.
in the day.
Actually, it'd be warmer at least.
Yeah.
Crossing. So we just turned away from the town and are starting to head through the mountains now, so the view should be getting even better. How was the bathroom?
Tiny.
No special features.
It had an RV toilet.
Oh,
So,
you should be used to that.
yeah, I figured it out pretty easily. It was nice.
Check this out. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Wow. So the train stops a couple of times along the way to let off like hikers or rafters, and that would just be so cool to go backpack, take the train and go backpacking out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
We're about to be coming up on Cascade Canyon, which is a pretty viewpoint, and there's actually one of the trains that you can take just to this place and then go back, and it's a little bit shorter of a day.
Finally pulling up to Silverton, and it looks like a little old mountain town. It's pretty cool looking.
Okay, now we're gonna go find the town, find something to eat, see what there is to see. I don't know what's here. We did no research before getting on the train this morning.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good lunch.
It is bright.
It is. There's supposed to be like only like 59 degrees, but with the sun shining, it's pretty warm.
It's because we're too close to it.
It's true. We're pretty close to it. We're gonna go check out some of the historical areas. Look at this old city hall.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You want to buy the Old Town Square here in Silverton? Why not?
I do not want
It
to
can
be
be
stuck here in the winter.
Old Town Square owners.
Can you imagine
Probably
what
not.
it's...
How much do you think it costs? We gotta get on Zillow.
How much snow do you think this place gets?
The Old Town Square probably disappears in the winter.
Yeah.
Church behind us was built in 1876, which is pretty crazy. There's quite a few really old buildings. Ooh, helicopter. Helicopter tour would also be really cool here. What's the verdict?
Probably the best funnel pick I've ever had.
It was really good.
So we're back on the train. We are in the same seat, so basically we get to see the opposite view of on the way here. So hopefully it'll be new views, or we're just staring at a cliffside the whole time. I'm not sure.
Pulling back into the train depot.
Yep, we're home. Fish.
And now I'm gonna hang up the plants that we got recently to see. I already have one back there. Do you see it? Now I need to hang up this one. I didn't want to hang it up while we were gone in case it falls because it's kind of heavy. I got a good old command strip, so I'm hoping it works. Let's see. What do we think? I think it looks pretty nice. Craig suggested I move my laptop just in case it does fall. Put it down here. I think it looks pretty good. Let's see. Probably would look better if the shades matched and I put the blankets where they're supposed to go, but I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I like it. I think it's starting to look a lot more homey in here. Okay, we've been hanging out here at this boondocking spot for almost 2 weeks now, and it's been almost an entire month that we have been off-grid boondocking all together. And we're about to be headed to some full hookups at a really nice RV park in Durango. Don't get me wrong, I love boondocking. The spot we've been at has been gorgeous. We've had all the space in the world to let the dogs run around and roll in dog poop. Maverick. But I am also ready to get to some full hookups and use our nice shower to its full capacity. But first, I also wanted to show you guys around this boondocking spot. It's Madden Peak Dispersed Camping. It's about halfway between Durango, Colorado and Cortez, Colorado, which puts you at a really good spot just like 15 minutes down the road from Mesa Verde National Park. The road to get in here is okay. It's a little bumpy, but nothing that, you know, a rig of any size can't handle up to a certain extent. So there are spots that any size rig can fit in, but the further you go down the road, the bumpier, narrower, and smaller the sites get. So if you have a big rig, try to pick one of the sites closer within the first, I guess, mile or so. But now let's go inside and finish packing up so we can get to those full hookups. You ready for the full hookups?
Yeah.
The inside's not done.
The outside ain't done.
Okay, we got a lot of work to do. I am gonna try riding with this plant right here. I put inside this little basket. This is like our dog toy and blanket basket. We got the plant since we've been here, as you know, so we haven't rode with it yet. So I'm hoping this works good. The slide should come in, should hold the basket. Fingers crossed. For this plant, I think I'm gonna take it down and do my typical shower plant ride.
Wow.
Where would you put it?
Under there.
I'm not stuffing this plant under there. This is going in the shower. So we have been here about 10 days and our fresh tank is empty. I just used the rest of it to do dishes. So if we were gonna stay longer, normally we can stay up to 2 weeks boondocking. We would have had to wait and fill up the water bladder again. Our black tank is 2/3 and both gray tanks are 2/3. So I think we would have made it, but we were getting close on all the tank fronts.
So we're about to go into Durango. That's where the next campground is, like Victoria said. However, we have some packages we got to pick up once we get there. Hopefully the place will still be open. What's the day? Monday? They should be.
Tuesday?
Tuesday? It is Tuesday. Oh, it's going by so fast.
Some nice little upgrades for the RV, so can't wait to show you. Leland's very excited. You know you're gonna get a bath, Leland?
It's not as glamorous as I pictured.
No, they usually aren't. But it does look nice. Good views here. I saw this place when we were on the train, actually. You remember seeing all the red rocks?
Yeah, that's right. I remember these lines in it.
Yeah. And here we are.
All right. What do we do?
We gotta stop here, office hours 9 to 6. Well, do you think we can stop and then go forward and stop up there? I think so.
That's what you're supposed to do, huh?
Yeah, I think so. A nice flag flying.
All right.
You follow me, we'll get y'all set up.
Well, it's pretty simple.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
We get an escort. This is a fancy.
Yeah. Our RV park will have an escort service.
Is it a pull-through site?
I said it was.
Oh,
Somewhere. I don't see any open.
well, I think I see one up there. Go get around this guy. Key, I'm getting out of your way.
He's like coming over. Come on, girl. No.
Do you need me to get out?
Yeah, maybe.
short drive day today, only about 45 minutes to get us here, which is kind of nice to not have the hours in the truck every once in a while.
Are you team gloves when you do your sewer or team no gloves? I ain't touching it without gloves. Let me know in the comments what you do. We just got set up at our new spot. It's pretty nice. It's got grass, that's nice. Some of them don't. Some of them are just dirt and mud. Spot is gravel, but it's still good and flat. Now we have to go get some packages and potentially wash the dogs today, but I don't know, we'll see. I do wish our spot was a tad bit bigger. It's kind of hard to park the truck.
Okay, my tip for getting Amazon packages on the road when there's no Amazon lockers, because there are none in this area of Colorado, is that you Google shipping services near you. Shipping services, printing services. A lot of times there'll be these places, they'll have different names, but they offer like printing and shipping services, and they will hold your packages there for you to pick up for a fee. We just picked up 3 different packages and it only cost $11, which is great. So that's my tip for you today. This is not for the RV, but Craig couldn't wait to open up this package. What he's been waiting for.
We needed a new climbing bag, and this one, I don't know where it opens up at, but this one carries the rope inside it. It also has a tarp.
Like maybe in the back?
Yeah, maybe. But it also has like a tarp inside it. So when you get to the spot that you want to climb in, you just throw the tarp that's inside it out on the ground with the rope on top of it, and it keeps your rope from getting too dirty. Like ours is like, we couldn't even use ours without it getting us so dirty. Oh my gosh, our
hands would get so dirty just holding the rope.
So, and which is not good for your rope. Your rope should not be so really dirty. It won't last as long, and it makes it more prone to like be cut or damaged by sharp rocks.
And then the next time you see us, we're gonna be installing this thing on the RV.
So last time you saw us, we said we was going to install this. But first, before we install it, we're going to see how much, I want to say how much gallons per minute ours is using, but we're not doing the test like that, and I'm not figuring out how many gallons I'm filling the bucket up to. So we're going to fill the bucket up to a line that I put in it and time it to see how long it takes to fill up the bucket to the line. And then we'll switch out the shower head that's in there with this one and time it and see what the difference is between the two. So let's get started.
I chose the shower head off Amazon because it was the lowest gallons per minute. It says 1.8 gallons per minute, and everything else was like 2.5. So should be the most water saving shower head out there. Okay, here's the line. Now that I have it on the correct setting. Timer on our mark. Get set. Go.
All right, so you can see it took just over a minute to fill up to the mark on the bucket with the shower head. 1 minute and 8 seconds. So now we're gonna switch out the heads and test the other one and see how long it takes. Hopefully it makes a difference. If not, we might be sending it back. So the new one comes with the thing to hold it, a new hose, and then of course the handheld shower head. I'm not going to use the part that holds it. I wanted to make sure that the flow restrictor was not a part of this, which I do not think so. It does have a screen inside here, but it just looks like to catch like sediment and stuff like that. I think the shower head itself has the flow restrictor in it. Hopefully, I hope. But the part that holds it for the original one is attached to the whole unit, so we don't want to switch that out. Well, I don't know that we could switch it out really. So we're going to install the new hose though, because the diameter of the hose could potentially be smaller than what the hose that came with it, which will either increase pressure for the Could potentially increase the pressure for the lower amount of water that comes out of it. That way it's just not kind of dripping out. It's actually got some pressure behind it. We'll get this installed, we'll install that, and then we'll start our test. Another thing about this one, also you can stop it at the handle and then start it back without having to turn the whole thing off, which was very nice. I didn't realize how good of a feature that was until we didn't have it anymore.
Moment of truth. Oh yay, it fits.
Nice.
Okay, let's test it out. Before we do the bucket, I just want to see how it goes. Okay, setting 1, setting 2, setting 3. It does have pretty good pressure, it looks like.
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, go.
So this one took 1 minute 33 seconds. Anyhow, that is, do the math, Victoria.
Oh no! 23, 20.
22 seconds more?
No,
no, 20,
the other way. 25!
25 seconds more. So 25 seconds more than the other one. You could do extra math and then, like, let's say you take a shower for 3 minutes. So that's going to be 25 plus 25, 50, 75 seconds worth of water more, which I don't know how many gallons because we haven't measured the gallons, but it adds up. Hopefully this will help save us some water while we're showering. We're going to give it a shot. It saved more than I thought it would. Therefore, at first, especially when it started filling the bucket up, I was like, well, it's going to be like 2 seconds longer. We're going to be sending it back. But then it ended up doing good. And we'll see how it works and keep you guys posted on it. How much was the shower head?
It was about $34, $35, and I'll link it in our description below. Got it off Amazon, and hopefully it'll be worth the $35. But overall, I think a win because we're at least going to be saving a decent amount of water just from the shower head using less of it. You gonna tighten it up? It came with plumber's tape.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm also trying not to scratch this up too much so it stays looking, decent. But it's hard. It's one of the reasons I'm using a crescent wrench. There we go.
Nice.
It's all done. But this thing, like, it has decent pressure too.
That's true.
I'm actually pretty impressed with the amount of pressure this thing has.
Like, don't spray it towards the roof.
Right. I mean, that's nice.
That is pretty good pressure.
It's honestly probably better than the other one on pressure.
Yeah. And we found a black one, so I think it still matches. It's not square like the other one was.
It's not square. I do wish it was square, but
it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, and that's also one of the reasons why we did not go with Oxygenics, however you say it. I don't think they had one that really matched and also was a smaller like shower head, because I think they're usually made to be your main shower head, and we didn't want to change that one out because this one is nice to use when we're hooked up, to have the big rainfall like shower head.
Yeah, let's give it a show. Let's show all our shower functions here. Okay.
So you got this guy, which we never used because I don't know what kind of pressure
you gotta have major pressure to get that to work.
Yeah, so,
all 3 of them. So then
then your RV technically shouldn't have more than, what is it, like 45 psi or 40, 45, something like that psi worth of pressure. You should have a pressure regulator on your RV. If you don't, you might want to get one. And then that's the
rainfall.
Yeah, the rainfall one.
Or you can just have the shoot you in the body ones.
Oh yeah, yep. You
Just
can have it like that. Which by themselves they're okay. But it's kind of weird then you're just spraying your belly button,
Depending on how tall you are. If you're really short, you might be right in your face. Now we got that one. We also need to go throw some laundry in because we're at a campground with a little laundromat at it. And we're going to show you around. Alpen RV Park is where we're at. Feeling kind of fancy here at this RV park that's $80-something a night. So we've got to show you around. So they have an office that has like a little store with supplies. You can actually rent e-bikes and get the coins for the dog wash that Craig washed Maverick and Leland at. Pretty good sized laundry room. It's like extended. There's like 2 rooms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 washers. Nice. They have a little cafe on site that has breakfast and pizza for dinner. Not for free, you pay for the pizzas. We just checked, the pizzas for $17.99, but it's nice because you can just get it right here at the park and take it back to your RV.
So the RV park has 2 areas. This back area is kind of shaded. I think it's either for shorter rigs, maybe long-term spots, I'm not sure. And then where we're at up front, it definitely seems for more like short-term, and the spaces seem a little bit more spacious as well.
They have a catch and release trout pond. You can pay like $15 for the whole family to go fishing, and it's stocked with trout.
It is catch and release, unless you pay an additional fee. I can't remember, maybe like $5.
No, it was $15 a fish.
Oh, $15 a fish. I don't think they want you catching and keeping. I think they want you to catch and release, but if you kill one or keep it, it is $15 a fish. So kind of sounds like permission, but it kind of doesn't. I don't know, you be the judge of that.
I guess you get to decide if that trout is worth that $15.
So this RV park is $82 a night, and we're going to go over some of the pros and cons to it. This is completely our opinion of it, and the pricing will be judged based off this area. We looked at multiple RV parks online before we booked this one. And like I said, it was $82 a night for this one. The cheapest one we could find in this area was $50 a night.
And there was no availability.
No availability. So
and I don't even know if it was really $50 because sometimes those prices are outdated and you call and they're like, actually, we're $65. $65 and up is really what a lot of the ones around Durango, Colorado are, unfortunately.
Yeah. It seems like this is kind of a popular area to RV. Probably, definitely during this time where it's just now starting to warm up. Here, I know if you're in Texas right now, you're dying, but so it's a pretty big RV park. There's about roughly close to 100 RV spots in this park. One of their big driving factors is they do have a handful of amenities, which is good. You're paying for them. Again, it's 82. It's kind of a lot. But they have a handful of amenities. They have a pool. They have a little cafe on site that you can get pizzas. It is Hunch Brothers pizza, so it's not like a gourmet pizza or anything. Usually you find them at like convenience stores that offer pizzas.
The biggest dog park that we've ever seen at an RV park. 2 acres big.
Also, if you don't mind them swimming, they have like a creek that kind of runs through it for the dogs to go swimming, because Maverick found it just within the first 10 minutes.
And if you do mind, then they have a dog wash.
Yes,
you can wash
and we utilized the dog wash. The dog wash was really nice. Actually, ours have been needing a proper bathing, so that was really good. It has dog shampoo, it has dog conditioner, it has disinfectant. I never use a disinfectant because I don't really know what it is, what chemical they're using or anything like that. And if you've followed us any, you know that our dogs have some skin issues every now and then, so we try to be mindful of that. One of their biggest things that's really appealing to me at this park is that there's a lot of green spaces here too. So if you don't want to walk your dog in the park, there's plenty of like open little green spaces. They have bags for you to pick up after your dogs and stuff.
It's very clean and well maintained. Like,
yeah,
it looks nice out here.
It's super clean. Some of the amenities they have a
fire pit area.
Oh, a huge fire pit.
Yeah, really nice fire pit. A lot of like yard games around, cornhole, horseshoes, pickleball courts.
Yep.
So like.
Yep. So if you're a competitive pickleballer,
you'll like it.
So it's been nice. Now some of the cons to the park. It is kind of pricey for what you get at your site. The sites are a little narrow.
And short.
Yep. Our fifth wheel is 35 feet. We have a 3500 not dually SRW truck, and it barely fits. Like, we're parking all kinds of weird with the nose of the truck up under the front of the fifth wheel. So it's not a very big site where you're parked at. You do get like a little grassy area out front. Oh, it is
with a picnic table.
With a picnic table. you do share some of it with the person across from it. So like we face one way and they face the opposite.
You face your neighbors.
So like one of the pros / cons of this park to their amenities is that they offer electric bikes. You can rent an electric bike here if you don't have one. And one of their things is that they're really close to the downtown area, so you can ride the electric bike to the downtown area, shop, go eat, whatever you want to do.
But really close is kind of a relative term.
Yeah.
When you're not quite in downtown, you're at least about 3 miles from downtown, which is still close, but it's a pretty big highway that you gotta ride the bike down.
Yeah, and the traffic on this highway, I think it's like 55, it's either 60 or 55 miles per hour on this highway. And there's not a bike lane. There is shoulders. It's a decent sized shoulder. However, it's still a little nerve-wracking to ride your bike next to traffic that's going 55 miles an hour. So that's kind of like what you get for $82 a night at this RV park. I don't know if it changes depending on the season.
I think, yeah. I mean, we're in the high season right now. Summer in Colorado is pretty expensive. They definitely had different rates. And for, I think if you have a smaller rig or only need partial hookups, they might have cheaper rates as well, weekly.
If you've stayed at this RV park or in this area and there's another RV park that you really like, let us know in the comments below. We plan on, as we go back east for the holidays, because where our family lives and we like to spend the holidays with them, usually we plan, since there's not as much boondocking over there, we plan on doing reviews at different RV parks along the East Coast, because we're going to be traveling basically from like DC down to Florida, so that entire East Coast for the most part. So if there's an RV park over there, let us know that you want to see us review, and yeah, hopefully it'll all work out. We plan on doing more reviews like this during the cold months before we get back out west where we start boondocking some more.
And be sure to hit the subscribe button, because also on the next video we're going to be driving this big rig down the $1 Million Highway, which, if you don't know, has sheer drop-offs and is supposed to be a very scary road. We haven't driven it yet, but we've been to Mexico, so
we might as well just go back to Mexico. I don't know why we're doing this.
yeah, it's going to be a good one. So we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.